Coming in colors of bright red and white, the poinsettia plant has become synonymous with the holiday season, especially Christmas. This plant was not originally a Christmas decoration. University of Florida professor in the Environmental Horticulture Department, Jim Barrett, says poinsettias got their tie to Christmas during the 60s and 70s through marketing and television holiday specials.
Poinsettias, with their natural flowering in the fall, they've been used for over 100 years as a flowering plant in the fall period. However, during the 60s and 70s, with some very innovative marketing by some of the poinsettia producing companies, with advertising on Christmas specials and in consumer magazines tying poinsettias to Christmas and Christmas decorations, then that connection became much stronger among the public. So today, poinsettias really are sold in about a 3 to 4 week period right before Christmas.
This plant is not native to the United States. Barrett says poinsettias made their way over to the U.S. with the help of an ambassador from South Carolina.
Poinsettias are native to the mountain areas of southern Mexico and Guatemala. The way that they came to the U.S. was that Joel Poinsett was the first ambassador to Mexico in the 1830s. And he was a botanist as a hobbyist. And he collected the plants because he thought they were interesting, and he saw the locals using them in their fall festivals. He was from South Carolina. He took the plants back to South Carolina. One of Poinsett's friends was the Bartrams that we know in North Florida as some of the early botanical explorers. The Bartrams had gardens in the Northeast, and they also shared plants with the European gardeners.
Although these plants are not native to the United States, they are grown here by the millions. Barrett says there are about 4 million grown in the state of Florida alone.
In the U.S., there are about 75 million poinsettias produced. We produce about 4 million in the state of Florida, probably consume about 5 million. So there are about 1 million plants that are produced either in the Carolinas or the other areas of the Southeast that are shipped into Florida.
Barrett adds UF grows about 8,000 poinsettias on campus. The plants can be grown in Florida, and Barrett recommends Floridians using them as a landscape plant.
In Florida, one of the advantages that we have is that we can grow poinsettias in the landscape. However, when individuals grow poinsettias, they will probably never look as good as the ones that are grown by the professional growers. Reasons for that is the professional growers provide a considerable more fertilizer and water, and also control the temperatures under which the plants are grown. So they tend to grow larger and have larger bract sizes.
Some pet owners worry about using poinsettias in their homes or landscape because some veterinarian websites claim the plants are poisonous. Barrett says poinsettias are not poisonous to humans or pets.
It is commonly thought that poinsettias are poisonous, and they're often included on lists of plants that are poisonous either to humans or dogs. However, the scientific research that has been done indicates that they are not poisonous.
Coming across poinsettias in the landscape or in stores, the plant's most notable feature are its bracts. The red bracts that resemble petals on the plant are actually modified leaves, and the flower, called cyathea, is nestled between these bracts. Poinsettias are typically valued for their bracts, which come in colors like red, white, and pink. Barrett adds the plant comes in multiple varieties.
In the U.S., about 75 or 80% of the poinsettias that are used that are red, and that's become very traditional. Some of those varieties, such as Prestige and Freedom, are pretty widely used around the U.S. However, often consumers do not know the actual variety name of the red poinsettias that they're using. Very often they're interchangeable.
Poinsettia varieties usually get their name from their unique patterns found on the bracts. Barrett says a Monet Twilight variety gets its name from a famous painter.
There's a variety called Monet Twilight, called Monet because the pattern of pinkish lines in the bracts against a sort of cream background is supposed to remind you of Monet brushstrokes.
There are numerous varieties of poinsettias. Barrett adds some of the novelty varieties include Jingle Bells and Ice Punch.
The varieties are easier to distinguish. There are some poinsettia varieties that are described as Jingle Bells, and so Sonora White Glitter is one that has a definite pattern of white and pink spots on a red background. and consumers like those really quite a bit.
When selecting a poinsettia from a local grower or store, Barrett recommends looking for a plant that is healthy and not damaged. For Florida's 89.1 WUFT-FM, I'm Katie Gillen reporting.